Yo guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another video on the channel here. Now in today's video, guys, I'm going to be bringing you a Madden scheme. I haven't done this in a hot minute. So essentially, guys, today's scheme is going to be for the singleback ace formation. Now, this isn't a lot of playbooks, so I will throw it up on the screen right now. But essentially, guys, it has 15 plays. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you 4 plays out of the playbook that are going to be really good and are going to help you succeed in Madden. So, guys, let's go ahead. Let's jump straight into it. So, basically, the plays we're going to be going over in this video, if I go to my audibles here, are going to be halfback, slam, mountain, 24 zone, open, drive U, corner, and then Z post, Y out. So we're going to start off with the first play, which is the, I don't know what's going on my TV right now. It's kind of wilding, but here we go. First play is going to be the halfback, slam, mountain. So what we're going to do, we're going to run a random play here. Now, as you can see, what you have to look for here with this play is basically how many players are to one side. So as you can see on the right side of this formation, on the right side of the defense, there are more players than on the left side. So you're just going to run this to the left side. Now what you're going to do is you're going to ID the mic, which is LB or A, or LB, or I think it's L1 and X on PlayStation, and then you're going to ID the mic, the left outside linebacker, and then depending on where you go, basically where you're running to, either it's left or right, basically you click L1 or LB and then you press left on the right stick. That's going to shade left, or if you're running to the right, you know, vice versa, you're going to shade to the right. And then if you're just planning on running up the middle, just kind of leave it as is. So we're going to run the play right here with Julian Edelman. He's going to motion over, and then as you can see, we get a big gashing hole right up the middle of the play. Very, very easy here. I'm going to run it a couple more times just to show you guys here. Not going to lie, the singleback ace is not really the best. So as you can see again, I mean, it's not really the best in terms of run plays. It has 2 really good pass plays though. But as you can see, same situation here. We're going to shade the linebacker. Then we're going to do L1 or LB, and then left on the right stick to shade left, because obviously there's less personnel to the left. Then we're going to snap the ball, and as you can see, we actually get a gashing hole up the middle. We're not going to score, actually we might score a touchdown, and we are going to, but we're just going to go down here, or we would have scored a touchdown. Now we're going to run this play one more time here. As you can see, it's kind of like a mid-blitz look. So in this case here, you're just going to shade the left linebacker, considering that on the left there is less personnel and there's kind of more room. Then you're going to do L1 or LB, and then left on the right stick. That's going to shade left. We're going to motion Julian Edelman right here, and then he's going to snap the ball. And then as you can see, that guy did end up breaking there on that play. I don't know, man. Some of these run plays are kind of glitchy, but that's pretty much all you have to do. Now, the next run play we're going to go over is going to be the 24 zone open. Now, in this play, essentially, it comes stock like this. You can run it, or I don't know why I said stock, but essentially the way you're going to run this play, same thing as you ran the first running play. We're going to shade here, and then what we're going to do is we are going to actually shift over to Julian Edelman, or the far right receiver, and then we're going to bring him all the way to the left side. Considering we're going to be running to the left side of the field, we're going to snap him about right here. And then as you can see, we actually get a gashing hole up the middle, but we ran into one of our linemen. But that's what you have to do. Basically, just look at the personnel. As you can see, on the left side, there was less personnel, so we're going to do that. And then, by the way, to flip the run, you will press left on the right stick to basically flip the run left, and then right on the left stick to shift the run to the right. So essentially, more personnel on the left. What we're going to do is a really quick way to actually change players is, you know, click the left stick into the direction of the player that you want to change. So let's say I want to change Julian Edelman from Tom Brady. I'm going to click the left stick, or I'm not going to click it, but I'm going to move it to the right, and then I'm going to move it all the way till I get Julian Edelman. Now you got to be careful with this though, because if you hold it for too long, as you can see, it's going to motion out Ben Watson, and you don't want that. But if that does happen, you can just motion Ben Watson back out, do right on the left stick, and then move Julian Edelman to the left where you want him to go. So as you can see, we're going to stop him about right here, and then we're going to snap the ball. And as you can see, we get a very big hold. That was actually a good block by Mohamed Sanu. But yeah, that is the next run play in this formation. Now we're going to be going over the pass play. So the first pass play we have is going to be drive U corner. I'm actually going to call timeout here, and I'm going to go and basically test it against different coverages, the 2 plays. Let me go singleback ace. And then let's go to the first one, which is going to be the drive U corner. It's going to be the first play we're going to be going over. Concept, we're going to be running cover 3 for the first one. We'll be running let's go with nickel normal, a cover 3 match here. We're going to run this. So what you're going to do on this play is you are going to block the tight end, which is wire triangle, A or X, and then RT or R2. Next, you're going to block the running back as well, which is wire triangle, RB, or what is it, R1, and then you're going to press R2 or RT to block the running back. And then finally, you're going to put the second last step is you're going to putting the B or O receiver on a slant. So you're going to go wire triangle, B or O, and then left on the right stick. That's going to put him on a slant. Then you're going to motion, or you're going to, basically put your analog stick to him. Then you're going to motion him over all the way until right about here. Then you're going to snap the ball. Now your first read is obviously going to be that B route, but however, I will say this, that X route over the top, if you do get some time in the pocket, it does get open. So once again, wire triangle, A or X, and then R2 or RT. Same thing, we're going to block the running back. That's the next adjustment. So wire triangle, RB or R1, then R2 or RT. Then you're going to put B on a slant, wire triangle, B or O, and then left on the right stick. And then you're finally going to motion them out until right about, let's call it right about here. And then as you can see, your first read is going to be B, but eventually that X route will get open. Now we did get very bad coverage on that play, because for some reason my guys just can't block, so we're just going to run that again until we get it. But it is a one-play touchdown pretty much. It will burn cover 3. Now it's different for cover 2, but this play will burn cover 3. So you just kind of give it some time, and then we just launch it. But the problem is that the guys just get there really quickly. So if you want, what you could do is you could double team one of the guys here, and then you can ID the other one, because those are the interior rushers that will get in there pretty quickly. So we're just going to motion them out, and right about there, boom, we're just going to snap that play. And now as you can see, they're completely boxed, and we actually got very lucky on the animation. Now Tom Brady has a noodle arm, but with a quarterback like Lamar Jackson or Deshaun Watson, you'll easily be able to make that throw because they have higher throw power, and then also they can scramble. And scrambling kind of really helps when you're doing this. So we're just going to kind of do this. As you can see, that guy's double teamed. We're going to step up. We're going to make that throw. And then it kind of died out at the end. But if you can get it, if you can like pass lead, that would be probably your best scenario. So now we're going to move on to the cover 2 look for this play. So let me just quickly make my changes here. But yeah, single back ace, this is a scheme. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do single back, then we're going to move on to I form. Pretty much I'm going to go through all the formations and whatnot. So we're just going to run the drive U corner. We're going to run against cover 2, and then we're going to be going to the, cover 2 sink we'll run on this play. So just same setup as before. Basically, I just did that in like 2 seconds, so, that's kind of a accomplishment. So you're just going to snap it right here. Now, your first read is going to be, obviously, the B receiver coming right over, or basically right down. You're going to get right over the middle. You're going to get an easy 5 yards on that. Now, in terms of cover 3 here, in terms of cover 2, that deep post to Mohamed Sanu, that is not going to work. And also, it kind of did work in a way, so you just gonna have to throw it. Now, that was super lucky. I actually cannot believe that happened, but the post route can get open. I will let you guys know that. The post route can get open, but your quick dump off is gonna be to the B receiver, so we're just gonna run this play one more time. Just very, very simple. I am playing on Xbox right now, so it's different. The corner route's not going to be open, I believe, on both plays. So we're just going to see if we can hit Mohamed Sanu in stride. And we're actually kind of able to here. He does jump in front of it. But yeah, you can go to the post route as your second read, but your first read is going to be that slant coming over the middle. Now, we're going to move on to the last big one here. It's going to be man coverage. We're going to move on to man coverage. Then we're going to be doing the cover 4. It's going to be our last kind of big thing here. This video is going to be a bit longer, but, it's whatever. So, we're going to be running, let's go with cover 1, I think. We'll go with that. So, why not? We'll go cover 1. We'll go without a nickel normal. Cover 1 Robert press. So, just the same setup right here. And then we're going to motion him over. So, essentially, your reads on here, the slant route's obviously going to be your first read. Now, over the top, that, that deep post does not get open because, honestly, they cover him very tightly. But as you can see with that slant route, we got a lot of separation. For some reason, the corner route doesn't really work, though, in this formation. I thought it would work a bit better, but it is a tight end running that route instead of a receiver, so it is kind of different. But as you can see, Edelman does get open, And I'm actually kind of wrong here. Lacoste does get open, but that first read is definitely going to be the slant route. But if he's covering that, then go with that corner route. And then, you know, last-ditch effort is obviously going to be the post. But, you know, your first two reads are going to be the what's called the slant coming over the middle. And then it's going to be the corner route run by the tight end. Now, the last play, or the last coverage we're going to go over is going to be the cover 4. So we're going to be running that really quickly. So we're going to be going drive U corner, coverage, or concept, excuse me. We're going to go cover 4. We're going to run cover 4 palms on a nickel normal. So just the same setup as before, as I mentioned. So we're just going to move him over. Julian Edelman, we're going to move him right about here. We snap the ball. And then as you can see, Lacoste does get open. However, he is covered pretty tightly by, I think that's Malik Hooker. But you should be able to, you know, gash it pretty well. And let me just quickly do that. Honestly, the tight end and the running back are just for extra protection. That's what I like to do. So as you can see, that corner route's going to be a pretty good hit up. And actually, he does get open. What's this route or whatever. On man coverage, he does get open. So, I mean, if you want, bro, cover 4 palms does work with this play. I don't know about cover 4 quarters. It is different. But basically, guys, now we're going to move on into the next passing play, which is going to be the Z post Y out. We're kind of going to work backwards here on this one. So now instead of doing cover 2 first, we're going to be instead working, or cover 3 first, we're going to be working backwards. So we're going to go cover 4, man coverage, then we're going to go cover 2, and then we're going to end it off with cover 3. So on this setup, what you're going to do on this play, instead of blocking the A tight end, you actually be blocking the Y. So what you're going to do, wire triangle again, and then R2 or RT is to block the tight end or the Y route. Then next is going to be putting the A or X route on an in route. So you get a wire triangle, A or X, and then you're going to be going left on the left stick. Next, you'll be putting the X route or the the square route on a slant. So go wire triangle, X or square, and then right on the right stick. And then finally, what you're going to do is you're going to motion the B or O receiver. You're going to take him here, motion him to about right here, and then snap the ball. Now, that first read is going to obviously be that slant coming over the middle. And as you can see, we didn't really do that well. So let me just do the setup again. So just very, very simple. Let me just get the setup in. You know, just very, very simple stuff. So that's just how it is. Actually, I messed up. We're not supposed to be blocking the running back. I completely forgot, honestly. All right, so let me just go to Z post Y out. See, block this tight end, in route, slant route, and then motion Julian Edelman out. Now, your first read here on this play is actually going to be this slant route coming over the middle. It's going to get wide open. However, if you don't have that route, your next read is actually going to be the running back. Or actually, my fault here. Essentially, your first read is actually going to be that tight end coming in on an in route because it's the easiest route. However, if you don't have that, then go to the slant route. Then if you don't have that, your next best option is going to be Sony Michel. Now, if you do find Julian Edelman open, then just go with that. But as you can see, the tight end in route does get open after a while, but I would recommend going with the slant. But, you know, you kind of have to pick your poison or pick and choose with that one. Now we're going to move on to the next one, which is going to be the cover 1. So let me just quickly do that really quickly. Go single back ace. I wish I had 2 controllers because this would make it a lot quicker. I might actually do that for my next video because, you know, I'm still learning, man. You know, I haven't done a playbook video in a while, so... or a scheme video, excuse me. I haven't done it in a while, but they blew up, so hopefully this one can blow up. So, alright, so essentially here we go, just the same setup. Okay, I don't know why it does that, man. I seriously don't know why it does that, but you know what, it's whatever. So here's the setup, here's the play art. I will be putting all the setups down in the description as well as in the comments, so you know, you guys will get updated on it. So essentially, I don't know why he's not motioning out, so there we go, and then boom. So as you can see, against cover 1, the tight end gets open, but if you wait, that slant route does get open eventually. Now, if you have, if you have a really fast receiver going on that post route, it could get open, but I wouldn't recommend going to that because it is a very kind of high-risk play. High risk, high reward, as I like to call it, so I'm going to go with Edelman again. Watson is kind of slow for a tight end, so just go with the safe route here, the slant. You're going to have routes on all sides of the field. Now, we are going to try to throw the post here. I will show you what happens if we do try to throw that post route. So, basically, we're just going to make our adjustments here. And the pass rush actually gets in pretty quickly. But as you can see, if we try to throw that post, got a guy on him, and that is going to be a pick or an incompletion most of the time. So, now we're going to be moving on to the next coverage. It's going to be the cover 2, and then we're going to end it off with the cover 3. So, let's quickly do that. Formation, single back ace once again. We're going to be running with the, let's go with the, yeah, Z post Y out. Excuse me, man, I'm just forgetting a lot of stuff. I mean, it's 10 o'clock at night, so, I mean, who can blame me, honestly? So, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be running Tampa 2, just a simple play. There we go, just block that tight end in route, and then we're going to be motioning Edelman right here. Snapping him right here. Now, as you can see, your first read is going to be that slant coming over the middle, but Sony Michel does indeed catch that. But your next read is actually not going to be the post route or the in route. It's going to be, well, actually, nah, man, I'm messing up a lot here. But essentially, your first read on all of these coverages is going to be that tight end in route. If that's not open, the next one's going to be the slant. Then it's going to be the running back. And then finally, we're going to end off with the post route. That's going to be your reads on this play, your progressions, as I might like to call it. So as you can see, tight end not open, but the running back is open. Now, I'm low throwing the ball, as you can see on the bottom of the screen. If you want to know how to low throw, here's how you do it. So what you do is when you're throwing it, you know how you would click like, oh, if I want to throw it to A, I'll click A, or Y, or click Y. Nah, basically what you'll do is you'll throw, but also hold LT or L2 when you're doing it. That way, it'll do a low throw, and then it's vice versa for a high throw. It's basically, if you want to do a high throw, it's LB or L1. That's going to be your high throw. So let me just quickly do that with Julian Edelman. Let me get him out. Now, if you do get a bit of time, the post route could be open, but as you can see, covered it pretty deep, so we're just going to dump off to the running back. I like to do a low throw usually on these plays, but you can do a normal throw if you want. It's all down to preference. Now, the last one we're going to move on is going to be the cover 3. We're going to be going with that, ladies and gentlemen. I will be doing a separate video as well on the, what's it called, the drive view corner. I will be doing a separate video on that as a cover 3 beater, so definitely keep your eyes peeled for that. So we're going to be doing cover 3. We'll be going with 4-6 this time. We're kind of switching up here, the little switcheroo. So this is what the play looks like in the end. And then Julian Edelman, we're going to motion out. Boom, he is caught. Now we're going to wait a little bit for Edelman. Now, as you can see, the difference between the cover 3 beater, the drive view corner, and then this play is that instead of the post route coming from the left side and, you know, streaking up like Edelman's doing, he's actually coming from the right and going to the left. So essentially, if it's from left to right, it works against cover 3, but if it's going right to left, it's not going to work because that safety is going to be right there. But basically, we're just going to try to get some completions on here. And I don't know why Edelman's not motioning out. There we go. Just was kind of scared there. But as you can see, Watson is not open. And actually, neither is the slant, so just dump off to the running back. The cover 3 is actually probably the best play to run against this offense, if I'm fully honest, because it kind of bags all of the routes, basically the big routes, you know. So let me just run this real quick. And then if you want, just low throw to Ben Watson. But I wouldn't do that, actually, because you got to kind of do the user. Because if the guy's using the safety, then you'll want to throw that. But if the guy is, or your opponent is running a user middle linebacker, he's lurking that middle, you don't want to throw that. But we're going to go with Edelman. And then, as you can see, he doesn't really get open. But we're just going to low throw right to Michel. And he's going to make the easy catch. So basically, guys, that is going to do it for this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you did, smash a like. Let's trash 5 likes. Definitely let me know down in the comments any improvements that I can make to my videos. It's really all appreciated. So, guys, take care. But most importantly,